Now, some of the political parties represented in Parliament, as well as the Labour Federation COSATU, want the Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana to table a budget that is going to address the socio-economic challenges facing most South Africans. Now, that is the budget must also accommodate the deployment of the South African National Defence Force in order to assist police in the 3 provinces that have been ravaged by crime, gangsterism and illegal mining.
Minister continue with infrastructure investment as a catalyst for growth, increase support for education, targeting ECD and strengthening the skills development programs, focus on supporting the health department to improve hospital facilities and capacities. Budget should see to it that we increase the support for the security cluster and support for reforms announced by the President on issues like police, military deployment.
So we'd like to see brackets and rebates brought in line with inflation. Debt must now have peaked and start coming down, which would be the first time since 2008. We can't have any more bailouts of corrupt state-owned enterprises, and debt guarantees also need to be brought under control.
We don't expect any major changes that will deal with taxing the wealthy as part of our call that we need to broaden our tax to GDP ratio from where it is now to at least 25 to 30%.
We're hoping to see tax incentives for labor-intensive industries, the expansion of the youth employment subsidies to cut the 32% unemployment rate and the 46% youth unemployment rate, and then clean governance.
We believe we've got a serious corruption and wastage within public spending, within the public sector. It is imperative that corrupt officials and corrupt politicians are put in orange overalls. And for this reason, money must be allocated to combat corruption and wastage in the public sector.
The ship of public finances is turning in the right direction. Fiscal consolidation is starting to bear fruit, with public debt stabilizing, although still at very high levels. A fiscal anchor is needed for geopolitical and other storms. This budget must bring hope to citizens who are fed up with high crime, poor education, poor health services and water shortages, and poor or no municipal services.
We have to be intentional about how we're going to fund for growth. South Africa's biggest challenge is that it's got nearly 18 million citizens who are on some type of welfare and support. The job we've got to do is to be able to move at least 10 million citizens into the middle class.
It needs to speak to the commitments made by the President in the State of the Nation address about fixing the state, ensuring that frontline public services have the staff, the skills, the resources they need to provide education, health, housing, policing, and so forth. It needs to speak to fixing local government to ensure that municipalities can provide municipal services, that staff are paid,